Good evening. This is Julie White, and I'm going to share something with you tonight that I learned about. Wow, it's been almost 10 years ago already, and it's been such a huge blessing in my life. And it all started for me when a friend of mine shared with me a primetime investigative report. And that ABC primetime report was pretty amazing. It was about a health product that has some peer-reviewed science. And I watched this report and was just blown away. I'd never seen anything like it. I'd always been passionate about health and wellness, but I had never seen anything like this before because it's completely unique. And so my friend shared it with me, and I went to my husband, and he's a real critical thinker, and he's a science guy. He's been a science teacher for a number of years, and he's a big researcher. And so when I went to him, and like I said, I've been always passionate about health and wellness. And I said, honey, I just found out about this amazing new product. And I said, I've never seen anything like this. Would you check it out? And he's like, another product? He said, you got to be kidding. He said, we already have a cupboard full. So I'm going to show you actually a picture of our cupboard. But this is the name of the company. It's called LifeVantage, and it's been a huge blessing. It's helping thousands and thousands of people have better health, and people are just so grateful for this. And here's my cupboard. I know it looks like a mess, but we had all these supplements, and he's like, honey, I need another supplement like I need a hole in the head. He said, I am not interested in another supplement. And then he said, besides, I've never seen one that has any peer-reviewed science to prove that it works. So I went back to my friend Jackie, and I'm like, Jackie, does this have any peer-reviewed science? And at that time, it had 6 peer reviews, which I was like, wow. So back to my husband, he went to the National Institute of Health website called pubmed.gov. And you can see here, like all these universities, PhDs from universities around the world have studied this product, and they have this peer-reviewed science on pubmed.gov. And so when my husband saw that, he was like, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. I was hoping something like this would come out in our lifetime. He said, I'm going to stop taking a lot of the other things, and I'm going to take this. So if you have not seen the ABC Primetime Investigative Report, you definitely want to get that link from Ashley so you can watch it, because it is mind-blowing. And that was back in 2005. And like I said, these universities, they saw the study. The first study that was done showed that this product lowers oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. So what's really different about this product is that it's not like the supplements that are on the market. I mean, there's a lot of great supplements. I'm not knocking supplements. But the thing about it is they're kind of like guesswork. You know, you don't really know exactly what they're doing or anything. They're not nearly as powerful as activation. And so what I'm going to talk to you about tonight are these 3 leading theories of health, which have to do with activation. So you're going to learn some new things here tonight. Okay, sometimes I have trouble with my PowerPoint, so I apologize, but I'm having a little trouble already. So I'm going to have to go back here and do it manually. So the first theory of aging is oxidative stress, because when this product came out, the one that was on the ABC News report, they did a study that shows that this product lowers something called oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Can you see this okay, Ashley?
I don't see the slideshow anymore. It looks like it's not being shared.
You can't see it?
No.
Okay, let me see here. You see it now?
Yep, there it is.
Okay, great. Okay, so here's oxidative stress, and you can see it's connected to all these organs and things in our body. And our body is constantly bombarded by oxidative stress. And this onslaught of free radicals impacts our cellular function. So oxidative stress comes from You're going to see that on the next slide here. This is what it comes from. This is what the cause of it is. And believe me, when I first found out about this product, I did not know what oxidative stress was. So, but this is what it comes from. It comes from all these different things you see here. Pesticides, pollutants, even some good things like breathing, like, you know, rigorous exercise, you know, using our cell phones, smoking, all these different things, even being a couch potato. All these things lead to oxidative stress, which is basically an accumulation of free radicals, which are damaged molecules, and they get damaged by exposure to all these kinds of toxins. So the first theory of aging is oxidative stress, and the product is Protandim NRF2. And so this is an NRF2 synergizer, and this is what we mean by activation. So like the NRF2 pathway is responsible for antioxidant production. So instead of putting antioxidant into the body, so instead of, like, you know, taking a bunch of vitamin C, you know, you're putting that into your body to put antioxidants in. This turns on your body's antioxidant defense system. So it's a lot more powerful. The 5 ingredients are milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, green tea, extract, and turmeric, and they're all great in and of themselves. But another study that they did shows that there's a synergy with these products that makes it 18 times more powerful than if you were just to take these products individually. You can see the benefits here. Lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. The longer you take it, the more benefit you receive, says the doctor that helped formulate it. So it increases these really significant, powerful enzymes in your bodies like SOD, catalase, glutathione. It supports the body's natural ability to repair and rejuvenate its own cells. It supports the body's natural detoxification process. And it produces enzymes capable of neutralizing more than 1 million free radicals per second. So it's really powerful. So now we talked about antioxidants, like say like vitamin C and vitamin E. So like vitamin C, 1 molecule of vitamin C would only eliminate 1 free radical molecule. But with Protandim NRF2, because it's an activator, it can eliminate 1 million free radicals a second. Dietary antioxidants, they don't make an impact on oxidative stress, but Protandim lowers oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. And so here you can see the body produces millions and millions of free radicals daily. So some people think they can eat their way out of this, but you really can't. And our food today does not have the same quality as it did a number of years ago. Now they say you have to eat 8 oranges. That, you know, years ago you only needed to eat 1 orange for, you know, to get your food value. So you can see here the different, you know, how much you would have to consume of different things to get your antioxidant level up to being equivalent of Protandim. So anyway, you can see the little graph there. Without Protandim and after taking Protandim, how it lowers oxidative stress. And it's the same in a 20-year-old as it is an 80-year-old. So we talked about the PubMed.gov. There you can see the website. The thing that's really beautiful about this is that this is independent research. It was done by PhDs from universities around the world, published in some of these well-respected medical journals that you see here. And they were self-funded. Our company did not pay for these studies, but they knew the potential of having oxidative stress level lowered in the body. They knew it was connected to hundreds of diseases like cancer and heart disease and diabetes and fibromyalgia and all these things. So they wanted to study this product with their own money. And there's also patents on this. There's 7 US patents, and there's some international patents, and there's a lot of investors. It's a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ stock exchange. And then the second theory of aging has to do with the mitochondria, and it activates the NRF pathway. They call it a switch. These are switches in the body. So what happens, our mitochondria is the powerhouse of our cell. It's where 95% of the energy is produced. And so what happens again as we age, after reaching skeletal maturity when you're 20, everything starts going the other direction. So your body stops making as much mitochondria. So what this does is it helps your body make more mitochondria. It helps the mitochondria to network and helps the integrity of your mitochondria. It increases your cellular energy while slowing cellular aging. It improves sleep quality and cellular repair. It supports cognitive and brain health and supports healthy circulatory and cardiovascular system. You can see the ingredients here. They're great ingredients. So this is really important because, you know, our mitochondria can get damaged by a variety of things. One of the things is, you know, holding that cell phone up to your head can cause mitochondrial damage. So I'm very thankful for this product. It's really great. It works really well with our NRF2. Some doctors call it a 1-2 punch. And so we like to take them together. Okay, so here we go a little bit more into mitochondrial decline, which I kind of, you know, already covered this information. So we'll move on to the next one, which is the third theory of health. And this is the sirtuin activity. It's called an NAD synergizer. So the NAD pathway is responsible for something called sirtuin activity. And I know that we're using a lot of big words here tonight. Believe me, don't feel bad if you never heard of this stuff because it was all new to me, you know, 10 years ago. So you can see the 4 ingredients here, great ingredients. And this product has incredible benefits. It supports healthy longevity. Their sirtuins are called the longevity genes. It helps with mental focus and concentration, positive mood and motivation. It boosts mental and physical energy. It supports the body's healthy inflammatory response. It helps with cholesterol levels and your healthy vascular system. Sirtuin activity, as the body runs, its cells create waste that can back up and slow the cell if not removed. So sirtuins are responsible for this removal. It's called autophagy. And this process is responsible for a myriad of health benefits. We already went over some of those. It even helps with inflammation. And as with the other different theories of aging, your sirtuin activity slows down over time. And you can see here, it declines as we age up to 60%. And another way of activating sirtuin activity is by caloric restriction. Also somewhat with intermittent fasting. Some people, I heard Jackie share, I think it might have been today or yesterday, she shared that, you know, about somebody asked her about intermittent fasting. And she said, well, this is taking these 2 pills a day is a lot easier than, you know, trying to do the caloric restriction or intermittent fasting. Because caloric restriction is pretty severe. You eat like 40 to 60% of the calories that you would eat for an average person. And it will increase sirtuin activity by 94%. But guess what? Our Protandim and our NAD synergizer increases it by 100% in 24 hours. And I felt amazing the very first day that I took this. I could definitely feel it. There are some other NAD products on the market, and they are, they don't do exactly the same thing as our products do. And because they have, I'm trying to think of the name of it now, but precursors. They have like precursors to try to activate the pathway. And they say that they are about 2% effective. So we have something very special with this product. And then the amazing thing is these 3 products together, and they're all called, they're activation. So they're a lot more powerful than just supplementation. You know, it lowers your oxidative stress, increases your mitochondria. and helps your mitochondria. It activates those sirtuins, and you're gonna definitely feel the difference. But one of the things that they did a study on was taking the three of these together. So here they are individually, and look at what happens when you take them all together. They really ignite and empower each other and are way more powerful. So that is super exciting. We also have a ProBio, and this is a probiotic, and believe me, and probably you guys have been hearing so much about gut health and how the gut is connected to the brain. And it's very intriguing. And I am just amazed at the information that's coming out about gut health, because 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So do we need to take care of our gut? And if we don't, it causes all kinds of problems. And because of the day and age that we live in, all the toxins that we are exposed to. I was watching this one webinar today, and they were talking about Roundup and how Roundup has this stuff in it called glyphosate, I think is the name of it, and how that's in our food and the GMOs and how that compromises our gut health. And it's just causing havoc for so many people. So taking a probiotic today is like essential, in my opinion. And all of our products, the thing that I love about LifeVantage, and one of the reasons why my husband and I got involved in this company, is because they're science-based. It's not just hearsay. It's not just on invalidated claims. It has science to prove that these things really work. And so this has a couple of things in it, a couple of technologies. One is called BioTrack, and that actually is time released. And so it goes through the esophagus into the stomach, and it actually makes it, deep into your intestines, where it's the most needed, because that's where 80% of your immune system is. If a probiotic does not have this, I mean, there's probiotics, they have to be refrigerated. They have all these billions and billions of probiotics, but the problem is they do not have this technology, and the stomach acid just interferes with it. And they say about 4% of it actually gets into the gut where it's needed the most. So our product has that. And then this is like two products in one. It also has this other technology called Wellmune. And actually, I don't know if you've watched this yet, but you can go to wellmune.com, and there's this 2-minute video. It shows you the cells and how they work, and how this helps your white blood cells and your immune system. And it's like a little Pac-Man, taking out the bad guys. It's really, really good. And that also has peer-reviewed science. And so many people today have leaky gut, and this is going to help tighten those junctions in the gut, and it's going to, be communicating with your brain. And it's quite amazing. We have an omega that you can track the bottle to the boat where the fish was sustainably caught. And I love that about this product. And it's also, harvested from excellent fish that are cold water fish from Alaska. And this is really important. You never want to buy an omega just, where you don't know where the fish is coming from, because there's so many polluted fish today, and you could be doing yourself more harm than good. But we have an imbalance today of Pro-6, omega-6s, too many of 6s, and so we really need these omega-3s for a healthy immune system. And then ours also has omega-7 in it, which you can see it helps your blood sugar levels, and it's special. It's the first one I've ever seen to have omega-7s in it. And then it also has some vitamin D3, which I don't feel is enough for most people, but you need to have your vitamin D3 level checked when you get a physical, so you know how much that you need. Okay, this is a great product here. I was just talking to a girl and her mom. She just graduated from high school, and she was just sharing her story about how the Protandim Nrf2 helped her with a problem that she had. And then she started talking about how the Axio has helped her at school, with her schoolwork. And it just, she was just amazed at how it helps her to concentrate. And so this is a really excellent product. It's brain food. I was excited when it first came out because I thought, wow, we have something to help young people with, because, these Red Bulls and all this energy drinks that are on the market are so bad for their health. And, kids have had to go to the ER. Some kids have even died from these drinks. So this is a great, great product. It's going to give you not just physical energy. Actually, what I like the most about this product is the mental energy. It just improves your mental endurance, your concentration, memory, retention. Usually I like to take one right before I do a presentation, but I forgot tonight. But anyway, it really just helps you to be sharp. And so it enhances neurotransmitter function, reduces mental fatigue and brain fog, helps with a positive mood. It's all clean, no sugar, no GMOs or gluten or anything like that. It's sweetened with stevia. And we have one that's decaf, and that's the red raspberry, and the rest have about as much caffeine as a small cup of coffee. They have found with kids that, maybe have some different problems, how the NRF2 and the Axio have helped them. You can see here just in 2 weeks how these two products help this kid's handwriting, just from the, being able to concentrate, lifting the brain fog and a lot of different things. The NRF2 also raises, we saw how it raises that production of glutathione, and low glutathione is linked to some different problems that kids deal with, and we can't really make any claims that this is going to cure, treat, or mitigate disease, so I just refrain from saying some of those disease names. So when I started with this company, they only had 2 products. They had the Protandim NRF2, the flagship product, and then they had True Science Anti-Aging Cream, because LSU had done a study on skin cancer. It was so favorable. They said, you need to have this into a cream. And so it was kind of like an inside-outside approach to health. And I started using these, and after several months, I was sitting out on my deck, and my friend looks at me and she points her finger at me and she says, Julie, I want you to be honest with me. She said, have you had Botox treatments? And I said, no way, I would not do that, because it's basically poison. And I just told her about this, what I was doing, inside outside approach, bring Protandim NRF2 and this cream. And then they added a skincare line to it, a facial cleanser, which I use twice a day. It's amazing. It makes your face feel really good. And my cousin, she's a cosmetologist, and she has a salon downstate, and she had, at the time when this came out, we were both at the event where it came out, and the very first time she used it, she goes, oh my word, I can see a difference already. She goes, what am I going to do with all those other skincare products I have in my salon? She goes, because this is so much better. But so these are really great products. They activate, with the NRF2, so they get down into the dermal layers of the skin and promote a lot of healing. So, and then we have a physique system. We call it weight management. We don't promote like dieting. That's kind of like a yo-yo effect. It has a great whey protein shake, prebiotic drink, which we highly recommend. It's like the fertilizer, creating the right environment for the probiotic to grow, really important. And then a fat burn. The fat burn has science to prove that it works. It actually targets the visceral tummy fat, and it reduces waist and hip circumference. So very powerful. And this is one of my favorite products right here, this hair care. I remember the very first time I used it, because of my cousin Linda having this salon and using a lot of great products over the years. I thought, I know this is going to be good because it also activates the NRF2, but I was not really expecting to notice a lot because of all the great products I've used. The very first time I used it, I couldn't believe it, because it gave my hair more volume and shine and just healthier looking. And then the scalp serum, you put that on your scalp and massage it in, And that actually, you have a microflora on your scalp, so it creates a healthy microflora, and people's hair grows better. We can't make claims that it's going to grow hair, but you can see the pictures. And then this is another great, great product, Pet Tandem for dogs. The original NRF2 Pro Tandem, the study was done on all mammals. And so they started giving it to dogs, cats, and horses, and phenomenal results. You can go on YouTube and type in Pro Tandem and dogs or Pro Tandem and horses and see some amazing stories. And honestly, they look too good to be true. But, you know, I know my friend Jackie, she says if somebody is skeptical and they have an old dog, give it to their dog, because there's no placebo effect with the dog. And, you know, I could tell you some tremendous dog stories. It really is helpful. All right, we have a Vitality Stack here, and we got this bronze Stevie International Business Award for this. There were like 3,900 entries from like 70 some different countries, and we got it for this Vitality Stack. You can see the products that are included in this. This is, you can get it in either packets or bottles, and this is a great system. This one is more comprehensive. This came out after that Vitality Stack, but this has a Vitality Stack in it, and then it has the NAD and the prebiotic, and you get that for a nice discount. So I highly recommend the Ultimate Stack. So that's it for the products. Do you want to hear anything on the business side of things? You'll have to unmute yourself, Jackie. I mean, Ashley.
Okay. I think that was good.
Okay. All right. Let me stop the share. Okay.
Okay.
You have
Awesome.
any
That was really good. I love that you just got, like, the products are just, the information you have on these slides is just gold. So it was
They're
good.
available to anybody in the company. Yeah.
Yes.
We're all encouraged to use them.
Yep. I finally found them. So
Yeah. All right.
I just gotta get them to work now. But thank you so much. And I will share this with my sister. And
Okay. All right. I'll download it for you and get it to you. Nice to meet you, Lauren. And
You too. Thank you.
do you have any specific questions that, you know, on any of the products or any health concerns or anything like that?
Nope. I enjoyed the presentation. Ashley's been telling me about it, and this just told me more information.
Okay, great. All right. Well, it's nice to meet you. You guys
You
have
too.
a
Thank
good rest of the night.
you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
thanks, Julie. Bye.
Welcome.